Yo. Yo. Yo, yo, yo. Let's go. What's up, Carlos? You're not alone anymore, Carlos. I live in the UK, so it's unfortunate that Mumbo streams so late in my time. But it doesn't mean I'll miss it. True. You can also watch it after the fact. Bella, how's it going? What do you think of the new promo? I think the players are good, but other content's kind of mid. You know, we'll see. We have for the weekend the 82 plus combo. If they start doing something like this on the weekends, rather than just waiting for Monday to have a repeatable and then we get a different repeatable on Monday, I'm fine. But I would like another grassroots kind of grind. You know what I mean? This, I'm going to be able to make well over 200 with the grassroots packs that I have remaining. But after that, we're just going to have to do League SBCs into this. So, I guess the question is, if you're doing League SBCs into this, or you're doing the daily golds into this, if you're doing your daily stuff, realistically, how many are you going to make, and how good are they going to be? You get two cards, one's an 82 plus, one's going to be a 77 plus. Is what it is, man. I'm hoping we get a hero PP back to an 84 and an 85 squad. This is a little too overkill for me. But even though it's commons, I still use rares. Yeah, that's what I'm doing too. I'm using commons and rares. Lurking mostly and grind on the menus. Nice. Well, I have a ton of packs open, boys. Bunch of grassroots that I have to get through before we can really get to the 82 times. I'm not going to call it. We're 82 combo. I'm just going to call them 82 combo. I have, I believe, 3 83 plus times, what is it? 83 plus times 15, 13, whatever they were. They still haven't done yet. Or still haven't opened, I should say. Oh, we could just do a auto submit on this. That's going to make it so much easier. Let's set up the filter. So we'll just do golds. We won't say gold rares or gold commons. We'll just do both. We'll start with storage first. Ignore position. Low to high. Up to 82. I think that's good. I've already done 30. Have you seen no SBCs for informs so you can put them in League SBCs? Why would you want to put informs into League SBCs? Why would you just hold them for the inevitable return as something that needs an inform? Why would you waste them on there? Unless I'm misunderstanding you. Never used FC Enhancer. How do you like it? You talking to me? I've never used FC Enhancer either. Oh, you're talking Dead Fam. I must have missed that comment. Better time with FC Enhancer than Peel Tools, especially days because it can auto-open packs as long as you have the coins. So I'd send it to open 100 bronze packs, only storm players. I feel like that's a recipe for disaster. We'll see though, I guess. I meant hero picks. Hero picks need an inform. Hero picks need an inform in the 85 squad. Not League SBCs, that's so soon. Yeah, that's why I was making sure you weren't putting informs into it. But I'm pretty sure the hero needs an inform. I don't know what you're talking about, bud. Yeah, team of the week for the 85 squad. Got 150 grassroots grinds. Do you think I open and do a load of the 82s? I think so, yeah. If you want to wait till maybe like Sunday, you could. Maybe try some out now if they're not the best in the world for you. Maybe wait for Monday to see what we get. Some people are saving for inevitable team of the season. It's really your call. I'm just going back into League SBCs once I'm out of grassroots and done with the 82s, so. With storage, you still put League SBC cards in the 82 combo except Lib Sud? With storage, the way I run my storage is a little different than I'd probably recommend your guys's. If you have storage, use as many League SBC cards into League SBCs as possible. That's a duplicate. For me, just so we don't have to sit here for an hour to deal with the duplicates, I just send all my low-rated duplicates into whatever pack we can make. So if it's bronzes, we put in the daily bronze. If it's silvers, we put in the daily silver. If it's golds, whether it's a gold common or gold rare, I put it into the 82 double. Otherwise, we just run into the issue where we're sitting here dealing with 100 dupes. We get rid of like 4 or 5. Then we get it filled up again. This way we get it kind of all cleared. Same with like our club. Right now we're going to take a few minutes. We're going to make a bunch of these just by clearing what we have in our club. Then we have another 150 plus grassroots, which is going to give us well over 1,000 cards. How many of you crafting? I'm probably going to do 250 this weekend. Is my goal. Keep clearing it out? Yeah. I'm not quite back on League SBCs yet. Once we get rid of our grassroots, I'll go back to League SBCs. And then we'll go to off leagues and dupes into the 82s. And then inevitably, hopefully, like a player pick on Monday. Not gonna lie, people hated on the double player pick. Low-key, that was really good, in my opinion. I get people didn't like the amount of rares and they had a lot of gold commons, but the amount of promo cards we got out of the gold upgrades that we put our gold commons in was really nice. Plus now, too, if you did open a ton of the grassroots already and you didn't save them, and you have a bunch of gold commons in your club, now you got the perfect SBC to put them into. So I do because I have too many cards in my club. Got Icon Keen having a gold upgrade. Did you see what icon I got when we did our one icon pick the other day? Where is he? We did one icon pick for the memes the other day. Our account is just different, man. Does anyone want a Eusebio? Could we make a trade? I'll give someone Eusebio if EA could add Thiago Silva to the game. Did over 50 gold upgrades earlier and spam double PPs and got loads of walkouts. Nice. Who did I get? I might have put him in fodder already. We got Gyökeres in the mixed player pick. Grob we got twice, so we have a duplicate Grob, which is nice because his card looks insane. Any notable heroes? We already had Hazard. We already had Mycon. I think I just kept getting heroes and putting them into more hero picks. Got Amares. Off stream, that was nice. Jonathan David we got off stream. Pele is nothing anymore. Yeah, man, we got a ton of stuff to kind of send. So I'm hoping for a little bit better of a value on hero PP by the end of the weekend. I'm going to kind of wait to do those, I think. If we do get a better value one, I'm spamming all the fodder in my club into them. For now, we're going to kind of chill. You complete in Felix or Gucci? I don't think so. For last year, you're being blessed this year. I know, right? Icon picks are cracked. I've done 2 and got 89 Van der Sar and 91 Carlos Alberto. Nice. All right, we'll go up until... I mean, at this point, we just go until we're out of golds, I guess. Might as well, right? Yeah, if you guys do enjoy the stream today, do me a favor, smack the like button, subscribe if you're new. Today's going to be a little more than an hour. So kind of a standard Friday stream. Saturday, Sunderland plays early way before new content. So we'll be able to be live by new content. No problem for Saturday. So a little bit of an earlier weekend stream than usually what we do during the week. So those of you who don't like the fact that we live in the United States and it's a little later for like UK people on that side of the world, this weekend's going to be perfect for you. Also, the plan will be to do probably a similar thing Sunday. Once I get out of church, I'll do a little shopping and then, or grocery shopping, I should say, not standard shopping. And then we'll be live around new content time-ish on Sunday too. Alright. How many hours per week do you work? A little more than 40, I would say. I'd say 45-ish. 43 to 45. You completed any of the new SBCs? I really don't do player SBCs. I have a Sunderland squad and then my pack pulls. So, realistically, there's no player SBC I need. If there's a player SBC that you think's better than this, or is a Sunderland past and present, let me know. But even if a player is on par a little bit better than one of these, I really wouldn't want to waste all my fodder into it. Unless it's someone like I absolutely loved. What job do you have that 9 hours a day on weekdays? A standard job in the United States. That's like every day. 9 to 5 is the standard work week. 40 hours a week. 40 plus hours a week. Because you're not including lunch breaks. You're not including travel to and from. I work remote, so I don't have that. Which is nice. Is EAFC my work? No. This is my hobby. What part of the U.S. are you from? I'm from Wisconsin. Like an office job? Yes, it's an office job without the office. Ping pong on right back is not it, to be honest. You should do another right back. Ping pong? Is that his nickname now? Frimpong is ping pong? Thank you for streaming today. My life felt incomplete last Friday when you didn't stream. I know, I saw you make a comment about that. I felt bad, man. Well, it was Valentine's Day. I was in the gym. I was in the gym with all the other single people. I tried to 500 IQ it. I was thinking that all the people who are in relationships wouldn't be at the gym on a Friday night on Valentine's Day. So that all the people that I usually see there when I go around that time would most likely be single. And I could kind of take note. Valentine's? What's that exactly? Oh, promo! From a grassroots! Who is it? Petrovic, the goalie. Good fodder. Yo, that's a sick card design, man. These can get upgraded, right? I didn't really read anything about them. This player's eligible for upgrade starting in February 20. Oh, starting like right now. Player achieves 1 clean sheet in the next 4 league games. They get a +1 playstyle plus. +1 PS club win. Okay, I need to turn that off. 1 second. Club wins 2 in the next 4 league games, +1 overall, +1 roll, ++. Player avoids yellow or reds in the next 4 league games. Avoids yellow or reds, get you a +1 overall? Dude, no way. No shot. Club scores 10 goals in the next 4 league games. One face stat goes to 99. Yo. Low key. Would it be worth it to get one of each tradable and just chuck them on our transfer list? If they're like fodder price or discard price? Not go crazy with it. Obviously, we don't have crazy coins. If you didn't pack those Team of the Year cards, would you still have only done Icon PP or Player SBC? Yes, I would still do Gamble Icon SBCs. You definitely waste time trying to get a result and gets yellow. Dude, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be like the final game. You just need them to keep a clean sheet and to not get a yellow. And they have the lead. They're up like 2-0. So he's just time wasted and gets a yellow. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, any day now, EA. Would love to do menu content. If you'll have me. They're updating the pack odds. We just packed a promo card, so now they have to make it impossible for us to get one. Come on. But no, who's your guys's... Who would you say is like a card you guys want to get from this promo if you could choose one? As a Chelsea fan, I really want Caicedo or Hazard. Those would be good ones. I'm assuming the heroes have teams assigned to them for this. Or how does that work? I didn't read any of the rules. Yeah, they do. Juve wins 2 of their next 4 league games, +1 overall. One of the face stats goes... So, does EA choose the stat that goes to 99? Dude, some of these cards look insane. Kano's going to be more than discard for once. Oh, where was he? I just saw him. There's Hazard. It's off Real Madrid, and not Chelsea. Let's go. Wait a second. This card's going to be insane. Oh my gosh. Further boosts if Real Madrid win domestically. This card. 5-star, 4-star. How much is he on the market? Okay. It's common sense people want that card. But I really want that card now. Grocery Bag, what's up, buddy? So we got to grind this week, man. If you guys wanted any sort of inspiration of why you should grind, that's the epitome of what you're grinding for. Even if you don't get them. You'll be disappointed later. Bought a budget for my League F Evolution team. League F, mainly Vante ladies. Nice. Do you remember me again? Yes, sir. Welcome back. Alright. Let's see. What's the cheapest promo card so far? Grinding. The best I got are 89 rated standard gold cards at best. What we need is, you know how they started bringing out for grassroots? You put in 3 grassroots cards and you get yourself a 88 plus grassroots. We need those for each promo. And we need an additional one. That's like an 88 plus. That's just like a rating requirement. It's not like you need an existing promo card. Just a rating requirement. That'd be fun. Let's take a look at prices real quick, because I'm curious to see how much the fantasy FCs are going for. Oh yeah, you got some cheap ones. They're going to have a little bit of value to them because they're live cards. So I don't necessarily know how I feel about investing. I feel like part of their price is going to be up because of that already. We need the 82 times 20 back. So, you know what you guys should do? Especially before Team of the Season. If you're at a point where you feel like you want to grind a little bit, but not grind crazy until Team of the Season. If you guys logged in daily, did your daily 83 plus times 10s, your 85 plus doubles, 83 plus times 13s whenever we get them, any of that stuff, and you just spammed a bunch of low-end Team of the Week player picks and club stocked, I'm talking like 100 plus Team of the Weeks. We'll probably get something during Team of the Season that was like during Team of the Year, and you will thank yourself like crazy. How much do you usually pay for Libertadores cards when doing the League SBC? That's not an answerable question. You got to be a little bit more specific. Are you talking golds? If so, which gold card? If are we talking silvers or bronzes? I have the video on the League SBCs if you want to watch that to kind of see how we do it, but prices always change. Golds in general, Acuna is usually going to be the most expensive. I don't even know what they're at right now. Acuna, if he's under 2K, I'm spamming League SBCs like crazy. That's all I know. The golds are cheap. That means probably bronzes and silvers are up. Since bronzes and silvers were down, mainly bronzes were down due to BPM this past week, I'm assuming they've started going back up. So if we went to our save cards, we saved a crap ton of these. And we recommended you guys do too. I was going to invest in them as well. Yes. Honestly, I might just sell every single one. I might just take the coins. Would you guys just take 400 coins for each of these? Yeah, I'm going to take the coins because we have silvers in our club and we'll get more. My way of making coins is gone. BPM over. Well, because of BPM, this is the best way that you could have made coins. Did you invest in League SBC cards? Yeah, no, that was a nice break. Not going to lie. A lot of people were complaining that 50 was a lot to do each day. But, dude, the consistency of BPM, it was nice to get on BPM again after not doing it for the longest time. Wait, so BPM will still work now? BPM always works, but the way it works is different. League SBC cards were the best value before this past week. And then because of the past week, everything was the same price, but everything sold. So instead of higher prices on individual leagues, you had the same price on everything, right? So if during that week you did what we recommended, which was put coins into all the League SBCs, mainly the LibSud League 1 Eredivisie, you will probably have tripled your coins on most cards, is what I'm saying. And then in terms of how you would approach doing League SBCs and stuff now, go back to like the silvers and stuff, but like specifically for BPM, BPM still works. You're just not going to get as consistent of sales, so it's going to be more annoying. No, even bronze cards. If you guys are someone who isn't doing any sort of trading whatsoever, and you started doing BPM this past week because BPM had a value since bronzes were now 200 by the end of the hour, most of them. If you still list bronzes for 150 start price 200, if you have nothing else in your club to sell, if you have nothing else going on, you'll get some stuff to sell. It's just going to be a longer process. Do I think that process is worth it? Probably not. But that compared to doing nothing, it's better than nothing. So if you like that, just do it, just less intense. Will bronze cards that aren't in League SBCs still sell? Yes, for different reasons. You'll have Evo cards. You'll have objective SBC solution cards. You'll have just people buying a card to buy the card for dailies, potentially. People still buy them. There's just going to be way less people wanting to buy them. Do you think Shadows and Hunters will ever go extinct or raise in price? I think so. But I also think they're extremely low still. And they can't stay extremely low forever. But like we said before, if you were going to invest in Hunters or Shadows, you had to be willing to hold as long as it took. You couldn't go into them and expect to sell them the next day. So if you're still holding, I would just keep buying more, to be honest. If you're trading on the side, just keep buying more. I just, instead of doing icon packs and hero packs, I put foods into Team of the Week picks. You put foods into Team of the Week picks? The icons will be worthless, unusable in a couple weeks, whereas the Team of the Weeks will only rise from here. Gets best value for fodder. That's not a bad idea for untradables. Yeah, for sure. My only caveat to that is liquid coins. You're getting 2 tradable packs, which I would deem is even more valuable than putting all your fodder into the Team of the Week. I think you can do both. I think using your mid to higher end fodder that you don't need into the hero packs, especially if this next week they're going to be a little bit better value. If they go back to an 84 and 85 squad, and then you put the rest of your fodder into Team of the Week player picks and slowly build those up, I think that's best of both worlds. Didn't the Eredivisie League 1 segment of League SBCs used to be 11 players from the same team? Nope, never been. Never has been this year. It's always been 6 players from one team. Or 5. Like, I haven't been on it in a week. I'm starting to lose my memory, but in previous years I think they've had it where you need like a whole team and stuff, but also, I made a comment. I don't know if anyone remembers. I said if I spammed BPM enough during the week, I would almost guarantee myself to get to 1 million coins again. If I sell the rest of my League SBC cards, I got pretty low on the off-league bronzes. If I sell like my managers and stuff, I think we get somewhat close. But I'll be completely honest. After I did the weekly calculation of like how many bronze packs do I need to open with an average of 3 in a pack to get to the point where we have enough to do the rest of the week with tradable bronzes, I kind of stopped doing BPM because I didn't care as much anymore. So I checked out a little bit, made my grassroots 50 a day, and then got off. If you see MumboElite Shadows, just wait a couple days. I'm not invested in Shadows. But yeah, that's whenever I sell, they go extinct right after. That's true. I'm kind of club stocking them through the League SBC section of the Jumbo Gold. I don't know what the price of 84s are going to be, so I have no idea. That was like FIFA 23? Maybe it was. Fata. Want the Team of the Week pick to beat 2 squads? Yeah, I needed to be. I miss it. It's not bad that it's insanely easy to do. And it's low rated. You can club stock like crazy, and if we got something like an 82 times 20 again, you do have those tradable packs for each section, so it becomes worth it then. But the Team of the Week itself, EA had to have caught on. I think they caught on from last year. But even without that, like I've been saying, I feel like League SBCs as a whole has completely replaced trading for me this year. It's more boring than ever. we have our Pale Tools outline. We just buy the cards, we put them in, and even if we're buying at a little bit over price, we're still profiting on every League SBC run. And we're doing, what, 15 to 20 a day on average usually? It's crazy, man. Alright, we're going to wait for some of those to sell, and then we'll do the libs next. Let's keep opening. True. Like, honestly, my biggest complaint with League SBCs is not even the pack weight. Is not even, you can't do them. You can't even do them for profit. If you hear me describe them, they sound like the best thing in the world, but I'm telling you, it just becomes the most boring thing ever. And then by the end of the year, you just don't want to put up with it anymore. Like, the beauty in the grassroots was you just turned your brain off and you opened bronze packs. You stored the players, you sold the players, or you used the players. That's all you did. You didn't have to worry about positions. Didn't have to worry about chemistry. Didn't have to worry about a certain amount per team. I get you can turn most of that off with Pale Tools, and I do. But still, when you're spamming in bulk, it's the minute little things that really start adding up. Mango, what's up, buddy? So I don't need to do trading alongside League SBCs. If you've never watched my League SBC video, it's in the description. That's a general idea of how we do League SBCs. Then we also in the description have a Pale Tools video on helpful kind of things you can put into Pale Tools to make the grind even easier. Off of that, kind of take take inventory of how many coins you're spending on the League 1 Eredivisie section and the Lib Sud, and take stock on how many coins liquid you're making in each. Chances are you're spending very little in the League 1 Eredivisie, and you're making over 6,000 guaranteed almost. And then the profits from that can help pay towards whatever cards you don't have for the Lib Sud. Hey, Liwa, nice. Yeah, like I said, I've basically given up trading altogether. And I'll never run out of coins for the rest of the game. If I need coins, I'll just keep spending League SBCs more than we do. Or if there's something that comes up that makes sense. But how do you guys feel about that statement? For those others of you who are doing League SBCs, would you say that's relatively true? That the coins you're spending, because Prem La Liga, Bundesliga Serie A, if you guys are doing your dailies, you usually have, I would say, at least 5 League SBC runs a day. You can get most of those where you don't even have to buy a player. And then you have enough golds from League 1 Eredivisie that if you're just buying out either the same team over and over, or you're using each team, just stockpiling, and you're going team to team, changing that one team, there's a set price because they're all essentially the same price. If every bronze and silver is 300 to 350, you get 5 or 6 of those, and you have your set price for the cost of the SBC. I'd much rather do the BPM and grassroots thing each day. I wish it wasn't a one or the other. I wish you could do both. I wish BPM was at the point where every bronze had some sort of value. But sadly, it's not, man. But hopefully we get something like that more and more. I thought it would have been a great opportunity for them to do that with silvers as well. I think they could still maybe do it. Wait for the Libertadores League. You buy in bulk and then you spam the SBC all day. Or you buy one at a time while doing the SBC as you go. Yes to both. We have different variations of the method. My Pale Tools is we buy everything in bulk to do it 5 to 10 runs in a row without having to leave Pale Tools. To generate even more coins, or if you're low on resources, to guarantee you the profit, to guarantee you a trading tip, investing tip, whatever you want to do with it. We walk through all our libsud filters that not only help you save coins, but make it extremely easy to make coins too. But yeah, the videos do a better job of explaining than I can say on stream. So I would watch those if you haven't. But yeah, the difference with Living Studs this year, I would say, versus previous years, is previous years, SBC solutions, in the case of like the variation of individual player price was so insane that you'd want to check to see, oh, how much is this card for? How much is this card for? Because you'd have like times where we'd bid on all Libertadores silvers for 300 coins, and each one was 500 plus, but there'd be some that were 2K. Versus now, it's like if we look at the price, like if I go to League SBCs right now, I feel like I'm pretty stocked of at least untradables. I don't know how many tradables we have in the moment, but if we went to the club, we went to silvers, and I went to, let's say, Sudamericana. How much are silvers going for here? Every card is 400 coins, insta selling, and then 450. You're struggling to get sales by the end of the hour. So, like, unless you're sitting there sniping at maybe 300 and under, not really a good opportunity to be making coins on that. But if you take away bronzes, or you take away silvers, and you do bronzes on here as well, bronzes are 300 plus. If you sat here sniping at 250 or even 200, easy flips on a ton of these. Very easy coins to be making. But if you get some like bronze rares, they'd have even more value to them. If you get the 64 rated ones, they have even more value to them. So like you have the low end sniping, you have silvers and stuff that can pop up too, that are just easy coins like that. I don't know how we didn't win that snipe. Okay, we did. Sniped them for 200. If we're looking to make easy coins as a filter, perfect filter. If you're trying to individually buy a card cheaper than its market price, aka the 450, to do the SBC section for cheaper, do this for 4 or 5 cards that you need. You pay essentially half the price, right? Or even less than half the price, depending on what you list it for. If I list it for 400, it should sell pretty quickly. But like that on a just outside period end, showing the value of something and how you can make coins off of it or use it to be cheaper is going to be super beneficial to you. But what's even more beneficial is understanding, okay, well, if prices are this, if I'm using X amount of bronzes and silvers, then X amount of golds, and I have an average price of what that SBC is going to be, if it's only costing me 5.5, 6K to do the SBC, and that pack alone I'm getting 4K back, guaranteed, or whatever you calculate it out to be in, you find you're in a situation where it's like, wait, the only difference is 2K there, and we're making 5K plus guaranteed in the Jumbo Gold, the League One Eredivisie, and I'm using the funds to essentially pay for the cards I don't need here. This pack's now essentially free, right? If you look at it that way, super cheap League One Eredivisie that you're getting, all the profit that you're getting from that, whatever you don't have and you need to buy for the Lib Sud, you're now buying with the profits you already have from the SBC. And then even if you get to break even, let's say you have to spend all 5K plus from that Jumbo Gold pack, if you got only 5K from it, and you had to buy some golds, you had to buy some silvers, and then you submit it, boom, you're still in profit because you now have this pack that's worth 3K, 4K, 5K, whatever that is. And if you look at it in terms of that, you then see, oh, I don't care as much about saving 50 coins on each silver and bronze Lib and Sud to make it 10% cheaper. I want to now up the amount of times I do this SBC a day, because if I'm getting essentially guaranteed profit, as long as I'm not buying the Prem La Liga, not buying the Bundesliga and Serie A, or even if I am, maybe it's a bronze or silver for 150, 200, barely spending anything. You have just the insane amount of liquid coins you're getting from the Jumbo Gold pack. And that's just from the quick selling value. We're not even talking about the additional player value, additional consumable value of the shadows, hunters, things like that. Right now they're low, but when they go back up, even more value there. Manager leagues, managers, club items that you can quick sell. That number starts getting pretty high in terms of its value. And then if you kind of see where that profit's coming from, you say, ooh, now if only I had the time to do 10 runs a day. How can I maximize the amount of time it is for me to do these runs? How can I do them quicker? How can I do them faster? And that's then where you lose your patience, right? That's where you then lose me eventually, is we get so micro and macro with these things that it no longer is fun. Even though it's effective, even though it's efficient, even though it's profit, truly, how many times can you do that until you lose your mind? And I find the happy medium is somewhere between 10 to 15 runs a day. If I can do 10 to 15 runs a day, I'm in my happy place. But anything more than that, I'm starting to restock tradable golds now for Premier Liga, Bundesliga Serie A. Even though I'm doing that, I'm still in profit. But then I might change it to like, oh, I got a crazy pack pull. So now I got a bonus 60K. I'm going to spend most of that 60K because now I just want to get as much untradeable fodder as possible. And then once you start getting into that mindset, you're like, I'm never going to run out of coins. I could do 25 runs a day. I'm going to do 30 runs a day. And then before you know it, you want to quit the game because you do a single run on console, and then EA says, excuse us for a sec, we're going to have our game load for the next hour in between SBCs. So you're like, screw it, I don't want to do it on here. Then we go to Pale Tools. Then you go to Pale Tools, and then if you're too efficient, they ban you because you're being too efficient. So it's like a lose-lose. You're trying to maximize efficiency, and when you do, you get punished for maximizing your efficiency. Let's pack 2 heroes in the same pack from League SBCs. Nice. Which ones were they? Yeah, but long story short, if you're doing your daily bronze, daily silver, daily gold, you can get 3 to 5 runs a day pretty easy. Well, I didn't have the heart to discard my Brazilian Evos for their tragic quick sell price, so now they're just chilling on my transfer list. I like to think they're having a good time there. Nice. I'm sure someone would buy them eventually. Alright, we got a crap ton of... Oh, we just need 83s. Perfect. I was going to say, we got a crap ton of SBC storage space of 83s and 84s. I gotta start chucking them into stuff. So let's make some Team of the Week player picks with these as well. But for now, let's do this. The only problem I have with League SBCs is that it's so time consuming trying to buy golds for Libertadores SBC. All the other ones are easy to craft. The way you're doing it, it's probably time consuming. But what way are you doing it, I guess is my question. Because if you're doing it our way, it's not time consuming at all. I can get 10 runs worth of gold cards within like 2 minutes. Don't overthink it. I'm telling you, with the coins you make, it is so easy just buy the same 3 cards over and over again. Acuna, Ledesma, and Moreno are the only 3 you'll ever need. And then once you start getting some untradables from your dailies or your League SBC runs, instead of having the untradables replace them, just use the other ones into other repeatable SBCs. If it's like a gold common or gold rare. Or if it's from like the same team as Acuna and Ledesma and those, that's the ones you really want to put in those other repeatables. But if it's another team that you aren't using, now's your opportunity for your untradeable bronzes that were too low rated to get in before. You now can put them in. And it's the perfect spot for them. So you'll win there too. Does that make sense? Jamie Carragher and El Orin. Nice. Remember when El Orin was the scariest card in the game for a period of time? Was that a few years ago? Do you store or quick sell tradable League SBC cards? That is your prerogative. The way I view it is usually I will keep League SBC cards because the more League SBC cards I have, the more runs I can do. So logically, even selling them to get liquid coins, it's more time efficient just to keep them. That being said, there will be times where if you're too efficient or you're storing too many things, you get a lot of untradables that become duplicates, and your duplicate storage fills up quickly. And then you have the tradable League SBC card in your club. And then if you're using the duplicate storage not into League SBCs, but into other repeatables, it might hinder the amount of League SBCs you can do too. So, there's kind of two sides of that coin. All right, let us... Got a lot of bronzes in our storage. It's looking like, which is taking up a lot of room. Let's get rid of one squad of these. Can you do a run right now, please? I've grinded so many, but it takes up so much time that I don't craft as many. I'm not doing League SBCs right now, but we have a video that shows step by step how I do it. Both on console and then on the web app for build tools, if you want. All right. Now we can spam packs again. I got fantasy. He's good off 90 rated from Rona. I wish they were better this season. Hey, you never know. It's like a joke how crazy some players get when they have a promo card that can get upgraded. Remember Rolfo, who was injured during her, was it Foot Fantasy last year? And Barca Woman announced that she'd be back. And there was a post on the Barca Woman's page in Spanish on, like, she's returning to training and might be available for her next game. And all the comments are, like, people cheering her on and saying she better play at least 3 of the next 4 so she can get upgraded. And then everyone collectively would watch the Barca Woman play, hoping that their card would get upgraded. I hope we get that again, man. That was so much fun. I don't know who would be the players this time, though, that people would care the most about. Probably a lot of people watching Real Madrid for the Hazard, but most people can't afford Hazard, so... who's the SBCs? Felix is one of them. Maybe people start watching AC Milan games. That's going to be very frustrating if people have never watched a Milan game before. They'll randomly not show up consistently for a few games. If they need 4 games to upgrade and they need to score a certain amount of goals, they'll probably get like 7 or 8 of the goals, and then another promo card. Center back this time, Brazilian. Who is it? Thiago Silva, if this was years ago. Woo! Alexandro. Vamos! Milan are really boring to watch. As someone who loves Milan, I am not a fan of the way... Oh! Oh! Yay! Yay! What's going on here? What's going on here? Yay! Interested. You know my favorite team now is Milan, right? I assume you watch them now that I have Jimenez. Seems legit, yeah. No, I grew up watching AC Milan. That's how I initially became a Thiago Silva fan. I'm not a fan of the way they play right now. But it is fun watching Pulisic cook. And now Jimenez too. The CONCACAF holding it together. The way I packed him as well. Didn't know he was so expensive. What, the Brazilian we just got? Yeah. Guess he's 700k, right? 680? 6'7". Alright, so I don't think we're going to be able to open all the grassroots today, which is nice. We're essentially, by opening up the grassroots, going to then have the same, if not even more, 82 plus upgrade packs crafted, which then in turn is going to make whatever repeatable we get in form. Let's go. Going to make whatever repeatable we get on Monday. So, like, the grind from last week is paying dividends for this week, where we might even be able to get through a majority of this week without League SBCs too. I just feel like the pace of the Serie A in general can be extremely hit or miss. I feel like Juve's a relatively faster team, which correlates more to European football, and you see kind of how they've played in Champions League. But just in general, game to game in Serie A, just not as much of my cup of tea. But then again, it's someone who watches the championship each week, game in, game out, where it's a mix of like academy kids and 35-year-old dudes at the end of their career playing against each other with many different play styles. You'll have Brexit ball one week against Sunderland, and then the next week it's literally just tiki-taka. And surprisingly enough, the tiki-taka sort of teams were the easier ones to play against. The 82 doubles are giving out a crap ton of Team of the Weeks. Nice. Okay, we need to come up with a name for these, because I swear if I say 82 doubles enough or 82 pluses, people are going to like call me out and be like, Mumbo, you know it's actually not an 82 double. You know it's not an 82 plus. There's an 77 plus in there too. Okay, what should we call them then? Should we just call them their name? 82 plus crafting upgrade. Mumbo, my boys Nottingham Forest are playing Newcastle this weekend. I'll teach you how to say come on you Reds if you like. What time do you guys play? Hopefully it's not the early game. I think Everton has the early one against United, right? Same time as Sunderland. I want to see if I have time in my day to hate watch. Is that tomorrow? Or is that Sunday they play? Because if they play on Sunday, I'll be at church, so I can't watch. It's 8 a.m. So I'll be at church when the game's happening. So you can chant, and I'll be praying for their downfall. Okay? We'll hit them from both directions. Sound good? Yeah, it's I hate that I use this as my term for time. They play 4 hours before new content. That's a good compromise. Nah, but how does that feel being a Nottingham Forest fan? Like, even the most insanely dedicated, diehard fan from Nottingham Forest wouldn't have even thought they'd be where they are right now. Like, is it all just like a fever dream that you guys could be playing Champions League football after just being promoted a few seasons ago through playoffs? It's unreal, just enjoying the dream while it lasts. Well, see, that's the thing. Because, like, obviously, I want to see Sunderland back in the Prem. And sooner than later, that would be great. But it's like, I feel like, not to, like, ego Sunderland, but I feel like they could do something similar. Like, if you build correctly, if you got quality, if you're not overspending, if you get some sales of players for way more than they're probably worth, or you sell to, like, the big six, you can put together a pretty dang good run. Yeah, but it's like, I feel like the second you start enjoying it or believing it is the second it goes away. Like, Brighton was that way for a while, too. Brighton was cooking past few years in terms of just kind of developing, churning over for big money, reinvesting, developing, churning over for big money. But where are they sitting this year? A little bit more of a drop-off, right? But here's my lack of Prem knowledge. I couldn't even tell you where people are on the table this year. Yeah, Brighton's 11th, which is where you'd probably expect a team like them to be. But yeah, that's crazy. I'm looking at a Team of the Week on FootMob. And there's 2 Everton players in the Team of the Week. Is wild to see. Alcaraz and Beto. Crazy. Did you pack anything from the 82 plus? Not yet, because I haven't opened a single one yet. We've made probably 50, and we've opened about 50 of the. It's still loading. It's still loading, chat. This is crazy. The menus get worse and worse daily, I feel. We're opening the remaining 150 grassroots I have. And essentially when I start getting too many duplicates, we spam make a bunch of 82 upgrade packs. So it's like a little bit of a delay from when we make them versus when you see them. Yeah, combo packs. Well, let's call them combo packs. Well, then there's the 85 plus double combo, right? Or is it 85 double? I give up. Just give us our PPEA. Give us our Monday PP. Nothing better than some PP to look forward to on Monday. All right, what games are on tomorrow besides the United one? Let's see. Arsenal West Ham, that'll be a fun game. Bournemouth Wolves will be a fun game. Fulham Crystal Palace will be a fun game. Ipswich Tottenham will also be a fun game. Southampton Brighton will be an interesting one. And Aston Villa Chelsea will be an interesting one. So that's a good slate of Prem for tomorrow, man. That's an extremely ideal lineup. We'll be able to watch the Villa game on stream with you guys, because we'll be live by then. They start a half an hour before new. It's updating again! Why are we opening one pack, then it takes a year? Opening a pack takes a year. You'll wonder why people go to Pill Tools, EA. Fix your game. What do we got in La Liga tomorrow? Barca plays Las Palmas. Valencia plays Atletico Madrid. Nothing too crazy there. Any crazy other league games? Dortmund plays Union Berlin. Be decent. Milan Torino. Lille Monaco. I guess we could watch live cards. We should start compiling lists of the games for live cards. Or I'm assuming there's Twitter pages and stuff that already do that, right? I'm assuming Footbed will have things, right? Live section for that. Or at least I hope they do. You can't see it because my camera's in the way. It's the 99 coin glitch is happening now. EA. I'm having a good day, EA. Alright? You can't wreck me today. But enough times this weekend, I might throw my controller. They play... Let me look real quick. They don't play tomorrow. They might play Sunday. They play Sunday versus Real Madrid. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Yeah, buddy. Your upgrades are not happening. Sorry. Wait, that's going to be a battle of the upgrades, though. On average, how much League SBCs do you craft per hour? Can you give a rough number? I don't think it's a good idea to answer that. I think the better way to answer is a set amount per day. And as you get more and more efficient with it, that set amount that you do per day and the set amount you can do in an hour increases. For me personally, from club stocking to doing, I can get usually... more than 5, closer to 10, but not maybe 10 in an hour. It really depends. Yeah. We were going to list the lib cards, weren't we? Yeah. Let's just get the liquid coins. Oh, we got a bunch of League One and Eredivisie too. We should sell those as well. Does anyone know how much those are going for? I'm assuming they're like 300, 350. Alright, these could be a little more than 400. Could be a little less. I'm just going to list them for that. Do you just buy like 50 of them in one league? And always use that team? I feel like you're doing everything but watching the videos, buddy. We have 2 videos to help you out specifically for all the questions you're asking, my man. They're both in the description. The breakdown of how to do every league SBC section, and then the Pale Tools version of it. So if you watch those, you won't have to ask these, and you'll see step by step how we do it too. Like, I'm willing to answer, I want to answer, but I feel like everything you're asking gets answered. You can use the same team, but if they're all the same price, you can just stockpile. If you want to do 10 runs, do 10 different Eredivisie teams, and then just use League One on tradables, golds, bronzes, and silvers. It's completely up to you how you want to run it. Even listing these, we lag. Okay. Question. Genuine question. Do you guys feel like I'm overreacting anytime you see me make comments on the menus? Or is it truly to the point where it's so crazy that we should be reacting? Because I don't want to become used to this. We're too... Oh, are you too? Whoops. Sorry, I see 2 H's that blended in. My bad. Yeah. No, League SBC videos are in the description if you need help with them, buddy. Sorry. Yeah, I'm stupid sometimes. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I swear, I didn't know. Yeah, I'm a blonde that has my blonde moments occasionally. But no, it's like... For a billion-dollar company, surely you can list 5 bronze cards without the game completely crashing. Or you can open 2 packs without the game completely crashing. I bet if I was sitting there opening promo packs, the game would never crash. Menus are really only an issue on PlayStation, it seems. They're fine on Xbox, to be honest. And I've heard they're fine on PC, too. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a... Actually, you know what? Maybe it's a PS5 thing. I'm going to go to PS4 real quick. We have about another 15 to 20 minutes before I got to head out, boys. So I can list those cards later. We don't necessarily have to do them right now. Would you guys rather see me spam packs? Yeah, I don't know why either. And my fear is if they don't get it figured out before the next PlayStation comes out, I feel like it's only going to get worse. To the game. Come on, EA. But also, too, genuine question, because I'm thinking about it as well. If we're already grinding the game a decent bit on a daily basis, right? We're doing our League SBC runs. We're doing our daily logins. We're packing maybe the lower rated stuff, but we're missing out on some of the higher end stuff. Obviously, if we got to the point where we got an 83 plus times 10 unlimited or an 85 plus times 10 unlimited exchanges, yada yada, 82 plus times 10 unlimited, that would be great. But my question is there anything we're missing that we really need, maybe throughout the week or on a daily basis, that EA could provide us that, like, in the immediate future would also help long term? I think having the Team of the Week player pick is nice. Making it 2 teams for the tradable coins to grind it would be even better. But I don't think they're going to give us that again. I would honestly prefer that over like a grassroots grind, to be honest. If I could take all my mid-range fodder and chuck it into that for coins, rather than sitting there and spamming BPM all day for coins, I'd like that. But no, I'm trying to think. Is there other stuff? We've discussed how they could very easily make gameplay packs similar to League SBCs, which I think would be a good idea. Remember when we used to have, I don't know if they were swaps, like foot swaps, or if they were something else, but remember when you used to have things that was like play X amount of games with like this national team or this league, play X amount of games with this national team or this league, and you'd have people making videos or lineups where it's like, if you use 2 players from this league, 3 players from this nation, this league and this nation together, you can get 4 tokens done at the same time, or you can grind all these objectives at the same time. If they did that for League SBCs, like take the Prem La Liga section and say, play 3 games with Prem La Liga players, and you get the same exact pack as doing the League SBC section, perfect. Mix that in with the Bundesliga Serie A, same exact pack, 2 or 3 players from that, League 1 Eredivisie, Lib Sud, boom, 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 do all those leagues, and then once you complete all of them, you can repeat it again, and you get the bonus pack at the end. That'd be so fun, in my opinion. Sorry for the question. The last one. No worries, buddy. I have 150k coins. What are your thoughts on spending 100k on buying Lib Suds, Eredivisie League 1 to do one big run on crafting them? I would say don't think about it from that perspective. If you're not used to doing League SBCs already, which I'm not familiar with how familiar you are with League SBCs, the more you do it, the more you're going to get familiar with prices, the more you're going to see the coins back or the coins profit. You're not going to see it as, I'm going to put 100k in and then go from there. I would just, right now, before you do anything else, on a smaller scale, do a single run or 2 runs, calculate the price you're buying everything. So if you buy 3 Akunas, let's say you do 3 runs, 3 Akunas, 30 Lib Silvers, you buy 3 different Eredivisie teams, then you have a bunch of untradeable League 1 and Eredivisie that you could put elsewhere. You have your untradeable Prem La Liga, untradeable Bundesliga Serie A. Calculate how much you spent on the tradable cards. Calculate how much you're getting from each pack if you were to sell the thing. Some stuff it might make more sense to hold on to. Get an idea that way so you know how much on average is your cost per run, what your return on average per run is on a low run, and then if you'd expand that out to 100k, then say, okay, I know on average it's costing me less than 10k to do a run. Maybe it's costing closer to 5k. So what I originally budgeted for 10 runs for 100k, I could probably get somewhere 15 to 20 for the same amount of price. But the price is going to change as you go, right? You're going to have fluctuations of silvers and bronzes for Lib and Sud. But as those fluctuate, you're also then going to have a fluctuation of the gold. So they end up balancing out. What you're also going to have a fluctuation with is when you do more and more on a daily basis, the more and more you grind, you start losing out on all those untradables, and you slowly get to the point where you have to introduce potentially more golds or bronzes and silvers into the Bundesliga Serie A section for sure, because you can get away with a lower rating. But Prem La Liga, you might have to buy 1 or 2 as well, a gold card here or there. So I would start looking at it, not necessarily at an amount of runs either. Start looking at it more as, okay, I only want to do this for less than an hour a day. Realistically, I can do 3 to 5 runs a day within that hour. That throughout the course of a week, I could do 35 plus runs. That, take all the off-league golds, I could on average make 100 plus of whatever repeatable, as long as I make sure I'm stacked up on these things. And you start looking at it from that perspective, and now your mindset is when you come on, if you see sub prices down for silvers, oh, I'm going to club stock now because they're cheaper. It's going to save me even more coins. I'm going to make more on the back end. You see they're more expensive. Ooh, a little bit more expensive. Can we get away with more bronzes? Can we adjust the filter a little bit? That's going to help you a ton. Does that make sense? It answers it. Not exactly probably how you wanted me to answer it, but it answered it in the way that I think is going to be the most useful for you in the long run, which is what we're trying to get you guys to think of. You might not get the whole long run vision yet, but if you are doing this for the first time or you're slowly working your way to that, that's kind of where a lot of our community's at with the grinding is. We know how to do it. We know how to save the coins. We know how to make the coins. The question now is, realistically, what can we do to maximize our time? Another thing you could do, and this is where people are going to kind of, we all go our different directions. I have a bunch of people right now that aren't opening their grassroots packs. They're saving those for team of the season, or they're saving them for a future promo. You don't necessarily need to do that. You can if you want. If you wanted to use your league SBC runs and then maybe to do the combo pack with your off league golds, start saving those for team of the season. Or I think I said team of the year originally. I meant team of the season if I did. Apologies. You could have the grind where you're opening all your league SBC packs, now make you additional packs that you could then save for team of the year. But I did it again. Team of the season, not team of the year. But then you'll run into a different problem where if you're doing any of this grinding on console, once you start introducing save packs, you now limit what you can actually do on console because you can't see most of the packs. So then you'll have to introduce pale tools even more, web app, companion app, and it becomes inefficient in other ways, potentially. We got 95 of the combo packs open, which means you probably have over 100 of the combo packs you'll be able to do because you'll get a bunch of 82 pluses that will go towards fodder and then a 77 plus that will go right back into this if you wanted. Or you can put them towards League SBCs too or something. I refuse to believe we filled up that quickly on our storage. That felt awfully quick. Then again, we do get 9 cards, so it would probably fill up pretty quick. Yeah, my goals heading into team of the season, mainly just stay at the same amount of coins we have or continue to gain coins. I really don't want to have a high coin total. The only thing with having a high coin total that could help during team of the season is buying promo packs like we did during team of the year. So one thing that would get me back into trading maybe is something like that. I also kind of want to potentially try to double down or triple down on the current promos to see if we can pack something crazy tradable instead of having to trade. Because like if we, let's say, went from 5 to 10 League SBC runs a day, did 20 plus, used a lot of our higher end mid-tier fodder to spam Team of the Week player picks for more fodder there, hero player picks, icon player picks. Surely something's going to come from League SBCs or those sections tradable that will provide even more coins. So that's something I'm potentially pursuing too. Had 90 of the Team of the Year crafting packs and 197 of the other upgrade packs, so put it all into combo packs. Nice. Are the crafting upgrades still out for Team of the Year, or did those just expire? I feel like those have been out for ages, man. Yo, Billers, thank you for the sub, buddy. Appreciate it. You're on our way to 15K, boys. I think they expired today, but I'm not sure. Let's see. If we go to upgrades. They've been sitting on the end for the longest time. If they're no longer there, they've expired. Yep, they have officially expired. Woo! You know what would be nice sometime soon? I know we have the daily bronze, daily silver, daily gold. That goes away in 17 days. That's a nice thing to have on a daily basis, but I think it's about time for upgraded upgrades. An upgraded bronze upgrade, an upgraded silver upgrade, and maybe even an upgraded gold upgrade. But for sure these. If we could get... What was it the other year? Was it like 5+ silver or gold commons? Was it 6, 7, 8? I can't remember the exact number, but if we could have a silver upgrade working for us with even more, that's just going to raise the price of silvers, because silvers have been in the mud essentially since the start of the game. If we can have the silver market start having a 200 buy now value within the hour, that's going to help so much with the price of the golds too. Because if we could hypothetically, I can't remember how many it was. Let's say it's 8 gold commons, right? If we get 8 gold common upgrade for 11 bronzes, right? 150 bids, 200 buy nows. That's going to be cheaper than probably buying the golds for the most part. So it's going to organically increase the value here. But then too, hopefully it gives a little bit more value eventually with things like that to tradable gold commons. Hopefully they come out of the mud, or something else comes out where they're eventually more than just discard price. Do you think exchanges will come back? They have the ability to bring them back. There's nothing stopping them from it. I just think they were too overpowered for what EA expected them to be. So I don't think it's necessarily in their best interest yet to bring them back. I think we might see them at some point, but who knows? My thing with exchanges where I feel like EA messed up was they got a lot of people to start grinding the menus that never grinded the menus before. So they essentially got one of the best menu grinds you could ever get and then got it taken away from them. So most of the people who did exchanges don't know how to do anything else. And they need very simplistic kind of repeatables for them to want to do them. Otherwise, it's not going to feel worth it. So like a lot of people this past week really enjoyed Grassroots because you simply just had to open bronze packs and do the upgrades. And then you could also sell the bronze players. But it's a lot harder to get those same people doing exchanges on how to value a silver Libertadores or Sudamericana, how to maximize efficiency and profits of League SBCs using pale tools. Once you start introducing all these other things, you lose a ton of people. I don't know if I should keep saving fodder or do upgrade picks. I would say if you're discussing saving fodder for exchanges, there's no need. Really, you're arguing the extent of your unlimited. If exchanges come tomorrow and you took all your 89 pluses that you had today, you put them into promo pack or SBCs for like icon player picks and stuff like that, and then you feel like, dang it, I missed out. Exchanges then would be out for probably the remainder of the game, and anytime you get a walkout, you get another exchange pack. You'll be able to build those up, no problem. But waiting and not using any of that, hoping exchanges come, I feel like is the bigger miss. And I'm not saying don't just waste all your fodder just to waste it, but there's something that makes sense, whether it's an upgrade to your team, gives you a chance at a really good icon maybe, or just liquid coins, I'd go for it. Yeah, I feel like storage was their way of trying to replace exchanges, which, I'll be fair, storages are a much better way of dealing with the excess gold commons and gold rares without feeling forced to make a pack. It's also extremely easy to make an upgrade off that section, having that storage, not having to worry about it in that moment. Because like if you remember, one of the most annoying thing about exchanges was even if you had dupes and you could put them into a repeatable, you almost felt forced to do it. And then if you quick sold it, you felt like you're wasting cards. But then also too, you had the other extent where everyone says they want exchanges. Everyone says they'll grind like crazy. but people won't do it on the menus. Or if they do, they'll get sick of it eventually, especially if you're on PlayStation. You'll almost be forced to go to Pale Tools. And you remember on Pale Tools, if you're efficient on Pale Tools, you're going to be soft banned almost instantly. Within like 10 to 15 minutes, you'll be gone. And that's you're grinding for the next few hours. That's potentially grinding for the rest of the day, the rest of the weekend. It's just gone like that. So, although it would be unlimited, it's unlimited. Yeah, if we had exchanges and dupe storages together, I don't think we'd ever need an 85 plus times 10 unlimited repeatable ever again. That would just be the most game-breaking thing ever. But, like, think of it from EA's perspective, why they might not bring that out. If you had the ability from this point on to grind the menus, to get unlimited fodder, unlimited packs, unlimited coins, you lose a lot of value in, like, buying promo packs. You lose a lot of value in these other things. But also giving us these things, show them they can. Like, I'm still trying to wrap my head around potentially what the incentive was exactly of the 82 plus times 20, that Team of the Year we got. I don't necessarily know exactly. I know it kept a lot of people on the game who kind of gave up on Team of the Year. It got a lot more attention. People were constantly grinding it. People eventually ran out of Team of the Week, so they had to spend coins. Maybe they saw an influx of people buying promo packs through that. Another promo card. Striker. Kadu! 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 Let's go! 3, baby! G-man. Yeah, like, I don't know if you guys were around last year, but like last year when I did, we min-maxed exchanges so excessively. I had millions of coins. So what I did was I would just put millions of coins into usually 86s to 89s. You'd find the most effective cost per fodder for the amount of cards you'd get back. But then also if we got sick of that, we'd just chuck them all into 89s. We'd then open those exchange packs, get promo cards and more fodder out of those, and then keep putting those into more exchange packs. Then we'd put those into Team of the Week player picks with the 2 tradable squads, and we'd make 5k plus on each run. So, like, each time we made a Team of the Week player pick, which we'd do, like, not even joking, it felt like 50 plus a day sometimes. We're making, like, 250k plus a day minimum just from that. Plus, all the golds that we'd then put into player picks that'd get more fodder for exchanges, rinse and repeat Team of the Weeks. Like, every time we put fodder in, it wasn't a thing of, oh gosh, we're going to run out of coins. It's a, oh gosh, I'm most likely going to profit because this is so efficient. So our coins are only going to go up. So I almost have to keep buying only exclusively 89s because if we're too efficient, we're just going to make too many coins. But then on the inverse, the other problem we had was like, oh my gosh, I could buy every promo pack. I could spam 89 exchanges. I could do all this. I'm never going to hit 0. Let's say I put 5 million coins into 89s. And let's say instead of getting 5 million back, I only got 4.5 million. We lost 500k. That would probably take me a week to get through before we even got to the end of that. So it would be like, okay, well, you just opened 3,000 packs this weekend. You got almost every single promo card in this promo. You got every single fodder you needed. You crafted 10 hero player picks. You crafted 20 icon player picks. You packed 2 really good icons. And you lost 500k. Do this next week. And you'll make another 500k until you'll even out. Yeah, it was crazy. All right, we got 83 plus times 14s. I have a feeling we're going to get 0 promo cards in these. Rip. So we'll end on these. These are horrible for promos. Okay, we got some walkouts. Nice. We got an 89. I had like 712.51 player packs at one point. Yeah, it was literally too insane. Inform. Perfect. I'll take an Inform. Double Inform. Do not mind that at all. All right, so for Saturday, we'll be back around new content. We'll open the rest of our grassroots packs. We have a ton of tradable packs. We have some gold upgrades. We'll have all the 82 combos that we built out. Was there any nano cheap little packs? Nope. All right. We'll see you guys then. Take it easy. Have a good rest of your evening. See you guys tomorrow.